Hello student, welcome to coding session. In this session I will discuss or I will demonstrate a program how to use array of structure. We have just seen right now in this lecture how to declare an array of structure. Okay, so as include stdio.h, since I am going to include standard input output header file, you already know that. We have declared a structure and the name of the structure is student, and this structure contains three fields, or you can say three structure element. First is as an array, character array, and name of the array is name. Size of the array is 20. Second one is integer id. Third one is float marks 3. So in this example I want to demonstrate how we can use without array of structure if I want to store the three record of a student. So for this example I have taken three structure elements S1, S2 and S3 within the main method. Okay, so this type of declaration is called, this type of structure declaration is called, this type of structure declaration is called global declaration, right? Declaration is called global declaration. This is my structure global declaration. Okay, and within this we have taken three variable, structure variable S1, S2 and S3, right? So first I have just used the printf statement to give the message. What is that one? Printf enter the marks, id and marks of the student. So what is the enter the name, id and marks of the student 1. What is the name of first student? That has to be put by the user using keyboard. That will be stored in s1 dot name, and the variable the format specifier use here percentile s because it's a character, right? Second one is id, then it will be stored at s1 dot id. Third one is s1 dot marks, that is float, right? So similarly we use for s2 dot name, s2 dot id, s2 dot marks for second student, right? And for third student we do the same thing, s2 dot 3, s2 dot 3 dot id, s2 3 dot marks. You can see from this example. Now we have got all the input. Now I want to print. So if I want to print the first student, so record, so s1 dot name, s1 dot id, s1 dot marks. Okay, separate by 3 comma, and the first specifier is percentile s, then percentile d, then percentile f, right? So similarly we can do for second student, we can do for third student. So in this example we can say that how to take input from user to store value in structure variable for s1, s2 and s3. There are three structure variables. That means in this example I am going to store the student record of three student record, right? So let me execute this program. So how do I run? I will go gcc. What is my file name? File name is struct1, struct1 dot C, then minus O. We know that to give the new output file name, we always use minus O. So here the new name is st1, right? Okay, let me compile this. Compilation is done, there is no error. And if I want to execute, dot front slash the new file name. What is my new file name? st1. So enter name, ID and marks of first student 1. Okay, this printf statement is executed. So give the name. For example, name is Subhash, ID is 1, marks is for example 57. Next, enter the name, ID and marks of student 2. So Shumon, ID is 2, marks 95. Then name Rohit, ID is 3, then marks is 78. So it's a float. I have declared the marks as a float, so that's why after the decimal point 57 there is 0.000 something. Sumon ID is 1, Sumon ID is 2, Subhash ID is 1, Sumon ID is 2, Rohit ID is 3, and the corresponding marks is beside. Okay, so in this example we use simple without using array of structure. But what will happen, we have already discussed that if I want to store the record of 100 students or record of 200 students, so what will I have to do? We have to declare the array of structure. How can I declare the array of structure? Look at this example. Here I have declared the array as a global. After that, we have declared the structure, array of structure within the main method. We can declare here also, by semicolon, then after that semicolon, or we can also declare within the main method. So struct student st is the new name of the array, then 5. So that means this example is going to store the student record of 5 students. Okay, so first I will give the message. How can I give the message? Same thing, I will use the printf statement to give the message to the console, so that user can understood what he has to input, or he or she has to input. So enter record of 5 students. So that means the user is going to input 5 students. And we have used a for loop. We already discussed that. If I want to store any value in array, we have for loop is very easy to input multiple value. So printf enter roll number. So roll number will be stored in this variable ampersand s I. I means here when I equal to 0, so sti s2 dot 0 roll number. So this one. Similarly, the name will be put in st0 dot name. Okay, in this way the loop will be continue how many times? 5 times. What is the index of array? 0, and it is I less than 5 and I5 plus means that the loop will be continue 5 times. And same way we can use by using for loop. We just print the record, right? We just print the record by using this statement. Okay, make it clear by using this statement. Student information list, I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. So printf roll number percentile d. So that means st, when the loop I equal to 0, so st dot 0 roll number will be print, then st dot 0 name will be print. So first record of student roll number and name will be printed when I equal to 0. Then when I equal to 1, next increment when the value of I is 1, and then st1 roll number, st1 name. So for second student roll number and name will be printed. Similarly, this process will be continue until the loop exists or satisfied. So let me execute this program. So this file is desktop ESCS291 struct, then struct2. So cd desktop, then cd, you already know that ESCS291 PROG, okay, right? Then cd struct, struct, then cc, what is the name of the file? struct2.c, okay, struct2.c, right? Then minus o, sorry, doing some time, struct.c minus o, then what is the new name? st2, for example. Then we have to, compilation is done, then dot front slash st2, okay. So we have seen a first line is executed, enter the name of file student, okay. This line is executed, I got the enter record of file student. So what is the roll number? What is the roll number? Roll number is 1, okay. Enter name, for example Suman, enter roll number 2, enter name Suvash, enter roll number 3, name Rahul, enter roll number 4, Vikas, enter roll number 5, P2, sorry, only roll number 5, then B2, okay. So this is my output, right? So we have seen that when you use array of structure, it is very advantage over normal operation. If I want to access more than want to store more record of particular structure, then we will always go for the array of structure. So the meaning is always reside in the array of structure. So that means I will create an array with each of the individual element is array, nothing else. Okay, it's very simple. Thank you guys.